Most people believe that paying off all their debt as fast as humanly possible is always the smartest financial move they can make. It feels right. It feels responsible. It feels like exactly what a disciplined person would do. But here is what almost nobody tells you. Blindly throwing every dollar at debt without understanding which debt you are actually dealing with could be one of the most expensive financial mistakes of your entire life. This is Wealth Flip, and today I am going to show you the exact order you should be handling debt, because not all debt is the same, and treating it like it is will cost you everything. Before we get into the order, you need to understand one fundamental thing. There are two completely different types of debt, and they require two completely different strategies. The first type is what I call destroying debt. This is debt that is actively working against you every single day, draining your wealth silently while you sleep. The second type is what I call leveraging debt. This is debt that, when used correctly, actually helps you build wealth faster than you ever could without it. Most people have been taught to treat all debt the same. Attack it all, destroy it all, get rid of every dollar you owe as fast as possible. And for destroying debt, that instinct is completely right. But for leveraging debt, it is dead wrong. So let us start with destroying debt, the kind that is genuinely hurting you and needs to go first. Credit card debt is the single most dangerous type of destroying debt most Americans carry. The average credit card interest rate in America right now is sitting above 20%. 20% interest means that if you carry a $5,000 balance and only make minimum payments, you will end up paying over $12,000 total, and it will take you over 15 years to clear it. That is $7,000 in interest on a $5,000 debt just for making the minimum payment every month. The bank is making a fortune. You are losing one. Any debt above 10% interest is destroying debt. Personal loans above 10%, store credit cards, payday loans. These are financial emergencies disguised as normal bills. Your first and only priority, before anything else, before investing, before saving aggressively, before anything, is to eliminate every single destroying debt you carry. Here is exactly how to do it. List every destroying debt you have. Credit cards, personal loans, anything above 10%. Write down the balance and the interest rate for each one. Then use what is called the avalanche method. Pay the minimum on every debt and throw every extra dollar at the one with the highest interest rate first. This saves you the most money mathematically. Once the highest interest debt is gone, take everything you were paying on that one and add it to the next highest. Your payments snowball, your debt disappears faster, and the interest stops destroying you. Some people prefer what is called the snowball method, paying the smallest balance first instead of the highest interest. The math is slightly less efficient, but the psychological wins keep people motivated. Either method works. What does not work is paying minimums on everything and wondering why you never get ahead. That is exactly what the banks are counting on. Now, here is the part most people get wrong, the part that costs them hundreds of thousands of dollars over their lifetime. Once your destroying debt is gone, most people immediately attack every other debt they have, their student loans, their car loan, their mortgage, and this is where the strategy breaks down completely. Because here is the truth about leveraging debt. Debt below 6 or 7% interest is not your enemy. It is actually a tool. And knowing how to use it is the difference between building real wealth and just breaking even your whole life. Let me show you exactly what I mean with real numbers. Say you have a mortgage at 3.5% interest. Every extra dollar you throw at that mortgage saves you 3.5 cents in interest. But that same dollar invested in a simple S&P 500 index fund, which has historically returned around 10% a year on average, earns you 10 cents. 3.5 cents saved versus 10 cents earned. Every single month, every single year, for decades. The math is not close. Investing wins by a significant margin. This is why wealthy people almost never pay off low-interest debt early. It is not because they are comfortable with debt. It is because they understand that cheap debt used correctly, is a wealth-building tool. The same logic applies to student loans below 6%. If your student loan is at 4% and you can invest at 10%, mathematically, paying extra toward that loan is costing you money. Now, I want to be clear. This is purely mathematical logic. If you hate your debt emotionally and the psychological weight of owing money is affecting your life and decisions, paying it off faster has real value beyond the math. But if you are making an informed decision, if you can handle carrying low-interest debt without it stressing you out, the numbers strongly favor investing over early payoff on anything below 6 or 7%. So here is the exact order. Step 1, before anything else, build a small emergency fund of $1,000, just enough to avoid going back into high-interest debt when life happens. Step 2, destroy every high-interest debt above 10%. Fastest interest rate first. No investing, no saving aggressively. Just eliminate these completely. Step 3, once destroying debt is gone, expand your emergency fund to 3 to 6 months of expenses. This is your financial shock absorber, sitting in a high-yield savings account doing nothing but protecting you. Step 4, this is where most people make the critical mistake. Do not rush to pay off low-interest debt. Instead, invest first, starting with your employer's 401k match. If your employer matches 3% of your salary, that is a guaranteed 100% instant return on that money. There is no investment on the planet that beats that. Always capture the full match first. Step 5. Max out a Roth IRA. $7,000 a year, growing completely tax-free. When you retire and withdraw it, you pay 0 taxes. 0 on money that compounded for decades. Step 6. If you have money left after the Roth IRA, max out your 401k contributions beyond just the match. Pre-tax money going in, massive wealth growing for your future. Step 7. Now, if you still have money left, you have a choice. You can invest additional money in a taxable brokerage account, or you can start making extra payments on your moderate interest debt, between 6 and 10%. The answer depends on your exact interest rate and your personal comfort with debt. At 6 to 7%, it is roughly a coin flip between investing and paying down. Above 8%, lean toward paying down first. Step 8, your mortgage, or any remaining low-interest debt below 5%. This is genuinely the last thing on your list. Let it run its course, pay the minimum, and let your invested money work harder than early payoff ever would. Let me show you what this actually looks like in real life. Meet 2 people, Sarah and James, both 32 years old. Both have a 20-year mortgage at 3.5%. Both have $2,000 extra every month they could use however they want. Sarah has been told to pay off all debt fast. She throws the entire $2,000 at her mortgage every month on top of a regular payment. James understands the math. He makes his regular mortgage payment and invests the $2,000 every month in index funds at 10% average return. 20 years later, Sarah's mortgage is paid off. She saved around $40,000 in interest, and her house is fully hers. That feels great. 20 years later, James still has a few years left on his mortgage, but his investment account has grown to over $1,400,000. Same income, same starting point, different understanding of how money actually works. The difference is over $1 million from one decision about where to put extra money every month. Now, I want to address the question everyone asks at this point. But what if the market crashes? Historically, the market has recovered from every single crash in history. Your mortgage payment doesn't change because the market drops. The risk of a down market is real, but temporary. The cost of not investing is permanent. The people who build real wealth in America are not the ones who eliminate every dollar of debt first. They are the ones who understand which debt is destroying them, eliminate that first, and then put every remaining dollar to work as efficiently as possible. The goal is not to be debt-free. The goal is to be wealthy. So before you make your next extra payment, stop. Ask yourself one question. Is this destroying debt above 10%, or is this leveraging debt below 6%? That one question, answered correctly every single time, is worth more than any single financial decision you will ever make. Drop in the comments right now. Are you currently paying off debt, and which type is it? Share this with someone who needs to hear it before they make a costly mistake. Subscribe for 2 videos every single week and start building real wealth starting today.